being around ambitious people when pursuing a dream?
I think it's extremely important. I think naturally, you know, you kind of blend with the audience that you're with. So I believe it's important to be around people that are going to push you, maybe directly or indirectly, just from their actions, just from their motivation, just from what it is that they're doing. You can be inspired. So I think it's extremely important to be around like-minded individuals or individuals that are where you want to be.
Good point. So a lot of people, I'm just trying to get them reference. Where would you send someone to look for an incubator program, which could be very beneficial because it teaches you business from top to bottom, and you get coaching in the incubator program as well, correct?
Most definitely.
Where would you send someone today to look for information on joining programs like that? Where would you tell them to go?
Google.
Google?
I think Google has everything. I think that's a good place to start. And you start there, and it'll lead you down, you know, maybe other directions or give you other information. But yeah, if you just Google business starter incubator programs or business incubator programs in Charlotte, you know what I mean? And now, you know, we have a few different ones, and they're black. They're ran by African Americans. You know what I mean? So yeah, I think it's very beneficial to check out Google. That'll be a good place to start.
So y'all do that. Dreamers.
Yeah.
Go join those incubator programs.
Yeah.
They're out there. You just have to look for them. For a young lady or a young man who is a dreamer, but they're a little afraid, what would you recommend they take a hard look at to get rid of that fear?
What are they really afraid of? I think that would have to be a question that you would ask yourself. What is fear? I think that's another good question to ask yourself. False evidence appearing real. That's what Dr. Miles Monroe said. Les Brown says that. You know what I mean? So, yeah, I think look in the mirror at yourself. Ask yourself, what am I really afraid of? And does fear even really exist?
It doesn't.
Nope.
It's no such thing. You got to try and fail. Fail fast.
Fail forward.
Learn faster. That's all you got to do. It's okay to fail. That's when you learn everything. That's your best business model I could give you guys.
Yeah.
Fail and learn. Keep it moving. Let me see. What books would you recommend for someone to check out up on their dream journey?
Think and Grow Rich. Think and Grow Rich. Who's the author? Why am I drawing a blank? I can't remember who the author is.
I got you. While I look up the author's name, tell me what that book what impact that book had on you.
Understanding that if I think it, I can achieve it. Understanding how to manifest things from, you know, a thought to a thing, to a natural thing, to a physical thing. That book will change your life.
Y'all heard that?
Life-changing book, yep. About 5 years ago, I started, you know, like I said, I started my journey of becoming who I need to become. What type of person do I need to become spiritually? What type of person do I need to become mentally? You know what I mean? In order to, I have big dreams. I have bigger dreams than this. This is just the beginning.
I heard you say $1 billion.
Yeah, absolutely. This is just the first, I'm not even going to say the first thing because basketball showed me that I could really do what I put my mind to. But this was something different for me to really show me that, wow, this stuff really does work. You know what I mean? Really understanding, because scripture tells us that as well. As a man thinketh in his heart, so is he. You know what I mean? I believe in scripture. I live my life according to scripture. I read it every day. You know what I mean? And I read it for the principles to understand how we're supposed to live on earth. We're supposed to live from heaven down. That means that we're supposed to live in heaven on earth. You know, we're not supposed to live in lack. We're not supposed to live broke. We're not supposed to live fearful. We're not supposed to live in doubt, insecure. All these things that the enemy brings to us to make us believe that this is how we're supposed to live. No, so Think and Grow Rich was really just a continuation of what I already knew in scripture.
Cool, some gems right there. Do you listen to any podcasts or any YouTube subscription?
Yep. I listen.
Other than According to Who? Like, comment, subscribe. She's a new subscriber.
I am. I'm a new subscriber. Check it out. But yeah, I listen to every morning. I listen to the Quote of the Day show by Sean Croxton. If you haven't checked him out on the podcast, every single day he drops clips, 15, maybe 10 to 15 minute clips of motivational speakers, you know what I mean, from the Steve Harveys to the Napoleon Hills to the Jim Rohns to the Bob Proctors to the Les Browns, you know, and so on and so forth. So, yeah, I listen to him every single day. Me and my daughter on the way to school, we listen to at least one of his episodes every day. But I listen throughout the week. I listen to my pastor. You know, I'll go back and listen to the sermon that he's taught on Sunday. T.D. Jakes, I listen to him heavy. Mr. David Emonitier, he is one of my mentors. I listen to him heavily as well. So, yeah, those are, you know, a few people that, how can I forget John Maxwell, Mr. John C. Maxwell. If you haven't checked him out, he's a incredible motivational speaker. Incredible. On leadership. He teaches you how to become a better leader, which I think is extremely important to be successful in business.
How do you lead?
I lead, it's a good question. I believe in effective communication. That's one of the ways I lead. I lead based on personnel, point guard skills. You have to know your personnel of every teammate. So I like to lead by getting to know people because I can't lead you the same way that I lead her. You know what I mean? So I believe in learning who it is that I'm leading and lead them the best way that I possibly can.
I like that. So I can assign you tasks according to your strengths.
Correct.
And not just giving you what I want you to do.
And I know how to push you and motivate you, and yeah, all of that is important.
Sports.
Absolutely.
When you were playing sports, you had no idea it would be that it would translate.
Nope.
So even if someone isn't a huge athlete, would you still recommend they put their kids in some sort of organized sport?
Most definitely. Most definitely, because it's going to teach them social skills. It's going to teach them discipline. You know what I mean? It's going to give them something to look forward to. So, yeah, I think sports is something. Swimming, golf, soccer, any sport.
Where you have to work with people and learn personalities and contribute, take and accept critique.
A lot of companies like that as well. You know what I mean? The FBI only hires former athletes. Enterprise, the
car rental company?
They only hire former athletes because of those teamwork skills and that discipline and just having a different mindset for a reason. Being an athlete. Yep.
Sheesh. Speaking of, you train.
Yep.
Do you coach as well?
I do. I coach and train.
Okay, so tell me a little bit about how that transition was going from being the player on the team to now having to teach those skills and share those skills with others. Did it come naturally or was it an adjustment?
It came naturally. I fought it for a while, I'm going to be honest, because I've always been good in basketball. And I played until I was 30 years old. So, excuse me, you know, my uncle, who's a really good basketball coach, a lot of state championships, he's still coaching. He asked me, I know 10 years in a row, come be a coach, you should do this, you should do that. But I didn't because I was still playing. And I knew that as a player, I wasn't going to be able to coach because I wanted to be out there. And I knew that I was still capable of being out there. So time slowed down for me. My playing days have come to, you know, an end for the most part. I'll still get out there and bust your ass, though. I don't know who's watching this or, you know, don't get it twisted. No, but I love training and I love coaching because, again, I understand my purpose in life. My purpose is service through leadership. And so I take that very seriously. And so when I'm coaching and training these kids, I'm leading them, but I'm also serving them by giving them what it is that I know. Who am I to not pour back into them what has been poured into me? So that's how I look at it, and I love it because, again, I understand the journey, and I love the journey. I love seeing my team from the beginning of the year to the end of the year. I love seeing a kid that I'm training from week 1 to week 10, week 3, week 4. You know what I mean? Just understanding and trusting the process that I just want to see you get better. Whatever, if that's a large margin or a small margin, I just want to see you get better. And so, yeah, I look forward to it.
What is the biggest lesson that coaching has taught you? If any, I know you said you haven't been doing it for 30 years yet, so you may still be trying to figure that out, but is there a lesson that they've
Yes, that my voice is important. And when I say that because not just for the kids' sake, but I hear it a lot from the parents. representation and them seeing an African American female that looks like them, that's doing different things, that's being a mother, that's, also pouring into their kids, and that's good at doing what it is that she does. I hear it a lot from the parents, just having that representation for their little girls, and showing them that you can do all of this and you can be this person and be this woman and still, you know what I mean? So I've learned that my voice is really important and I don't take it for granted.
That's dope. Exposure is key.
Yep.
The more you are exposed to, you can't unsee that. So you're no longer able to limit yourself. You are very limited if you lack exposure. And exposure is just as simple as getting on Google. You don't physically have to go. You just have to be able to see it. Those eyes are the windows to the soul. Is that what they say?
Yep.
Yeah. Once that soul take a look at it,
Yep.
It's a wrap. So who's playing? I know you got to go to a game in a few.
Yeah, I'm coaching 5th grade AAU girls. And we actually have an opportunity to play in the championship today. We won our 3 games yesterday. And then today we play at 4 o'clock. And if we win that game, when we win that game,
talk about it, manifestation.
At 6 o'clock in the championship. And I'm looking forward to this because just 3 weeks ago, again, talking about the journey and the process, man, just 3 weeks ago, we had a team full of girls that had never really played organized basketball, that had never really been coached, and we were 3 weeks ago, we were losing by 20 and 30 points. For us to win 3 games in a row yesterday, and not just 3 games, we were down in 1 game, and to see these girls fight back. 3 weeks ago, they quit. We was down, we had a chance to come back, they quit. We talked to them, we went back to practice, we loaded up, we helped them get better, helped them understand this is why you don't quit. You got to give yourself a chance. We came back yesterday. In our very first game, we were down 7 points with 5 minutes left, and we came back and won by 3. So that was huge for our team. So I was super proud of them. So I'm really looking forward to the games today, so we can go out and help them get a
What's
medal.
the name of the team?
Carolina Storm.
All right, Carolina Storm. I hope y'all can come down and drop down in the comments. Let me know whether y'all won that game or not.
Yeah, I'm going to let you know.
I know y'all won. She already manifested it, so you have to make it come true.
It's done.
Plus, if you don't, Coach gonna run your ass.
Oh, you know that. They know that. We gonna do that.
Okay.